Hi everyone and welcome back here to our future life project here in Africa. First I just wanted to show you how well our lemurs are thriving here and we are already ready to release some of them. Today we will help an animal I really didn't think would be endangered, but the Somali Wild Ass. And really, I really didn't think it was in danger, so I just had to do some research on it. And when we go to the St. Louis Zoo, they actually have a really good article on it. But when we go down here, you can see equids, sorry, I can't pronounce this, in danger. And it basically says that all of the wild asses in Africa are in danger. Both because of people hunting them for food, they are also used in traditional medicine, and furthermore they have issues with livestock because there just really isn't that much fresh grass to eat around there, and the humans want their livestock to have all of the food, so some of the wild asses will starve to death. Just to add around it, because they are living that close with domesticated animals, they also have issues with interbreeding. So we will have babies from the Somali Wild Ass, but they won't be the Somali Wild Ass. And as most people know, I think horses and asses can get babies together, but their baby will be infertile, meaning their babies won't be able to produce offspring themselves. So yeah, I just thought that was a real nice page to read about, and I will link this website below if you want to read more about it yourself. So we're gonna get a few asses here, and I just want to tell you that in Danish, the Somali Wild Ass would be Somalisk Wild Æsel. Yeah, I know that's a mouthful. Somalisk Wild, just meaning the Somali wild. And Æsel is the Danish word for ass, or donkey is also translated directly to æsel. But anyhow, let's get into the build here. As you can see, I just work around the ground at first. If you have seen anything by Leaf production lately, he always talks about building in heights. And I wanted to implement that in this build. It's not difficult build I'm going to do today. It's pretty much basic. But sometimes I think basic is what we need, and that's definitely is the case today. You can see here first I just map out how big I want it. I think we got 10 wild asses, so we had to make room for them, and you can see they start coming in here. I like to have the animal in the habitat when I'm building, so I know what they like, how much plants, how do they like the terrain and anything like that. And here I make a hill, and I'm not used to building with hills and height this way, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to go up there as well. But as you can see here, they just start roaming around, and then I wanted to map up the building. Here you can see the logs I'm using here. I think I'm gonna change them in a bit because, let's face it, they're big. But the ones I actually end up using is the Africa Unpainted Timber 2 in the height 4 meters. And that is from the Planet Zoo Safari Prop Pack from NicholasLionRider. Again, the link will be in the description, and I think that's the ones we find here. And you can see I just inserted them everywhere at this point. And then I wanted these timbers to be the main part of the build, and then I just wanted something basic to go around them. Like, we really make this one cheap. mainly because we don't have that many benefactors yet, but also because we need to save the money, so we also have money for so we also can afford the food. Here you can see I use the Planet Zoo plank thick. In here it's the 4 meters, and later we also use the 2 meters. And that is from the base game. I actually thought it was from a mod, but I checked, it is from the base game, so if you don't like to use mod, you can use these. And I really like the color of it. It's really a bright wooden color. Still a natural wood color, but it's really bright, and I really think it fits in here. If I had chosen anything with the same color as the timber pieces, then it would have been a really dark building, but these one will bring light into it. And as you can see here, I keep using my mud pillar technique to move things around to make sure I have the same distance. So I just press the section and the mud pillar like this. Yeah, and as you can see, I of course forgot to pause the game. I really have a hard time remembering stuff like that. But yeah, they're just playing around their asses outside while I'm building this. Yeah, in the rain, of course. But here you can see I just, after I move it all around with mud pillar, I just go in and just make sure they're in the right position in a way. I think mud pillars are great to make sure you keep the same distance between things, but you always need to check it, because what if I didn't place the timber the same place all around? Yeah. Here I changed my mind. I wanted a wall rather than a window, and that's because we need a place for education, and I think we're also gonna put in some vending machines here, because I think our benefactors or our guests are going to be hungry at this point. So here I wanted to add a second story up here, which just gonna be like a rooftop patio up here, with a, yeah, you can see basic staircase of both sides. So when you come to it, you can choose yourself if you want to go, if you want to see them from the top, or if you want to go inside. I did forget to add these signs, you know, to please be quiet. I don't know what they're called in English. Inside the building, I think up on the top of the building, it's okay that people will speak and be a bit noisy. But inside here, it would be where the donkeys, or sorry, the asses, will sleep. So therefore, I really wanted at night's quiet, sheltered place for them. Here I just wanted to make a roof in inside here, because I really don't like the bottom of the path system. I think at first the point that it's not flat, and that it just don't fit in at all. I really hate that. So I just make this instead, which I had a bit of, it was kind of a tough cookie to do, to make it all fit square in here. But I did. I just keep using the same planks because I feel like a building like this you would do that. And here you can see I just pull it up to the second floor here to make sure we have the same cohesiveness. You can see people already up here, and I will say it's really not... I don't see a lot of guests coming up here at all. But the ones who does really like it, I think it because of people rather see the lemurs, and especially after I added the next animal to the zoo, people don't want to see the donkeys at all. I think it's kind of sad, but I think when we add more animals in this area, then people would go through it, just as the lemurs. I do think about the space between the donkeys and the lemurs here on the back side. I do think about maybe making a nice restaurant out, kind of with a patio over the water would be nice. So I think that will be coming up soon. And again, this is so basic. We only use a few pieces to do this building, but I really like the end result. Again, it is not flashy at all. It really ain't. But I'm happy with it. And here I kind of try to make the staircase. I just don't like most of the staircases in the path system. So by doing this, I can go in and change the color of them. So here you can see it's just doing the same over and over and over. And I can really get a bit tedious making these staircases, but for me it is really worth it. I can't say if it would be worth it for you, but for me, I really think it makes the staircase be a part of the building rather than just a staircase outside the building. Yeah. It's like that, and then I just copy most of it over to the next one. Just trying to make it fit over here instead of just doing it all over here, so it's just part of it I need to do manually. So here you can see I try to find a smaller piece that matches, so it is still called the Africa Unpainted Timber, but this is 01 instead of 02 that we used before. And it's also from the Planet Zoo Safari prop pack from NicholasLionRider, which, to be honest, I'm pretty sure that's the... No, we're gonna use another mod as well in a bit, but again, most of the packs NicholasLionRider came out with these props are amazing, and especially the African one. Of course, here I am doing an African themed place here, so it makes sense that most of the things here would be African, and really the stuff he had in this pack is just amazing. I would like something more stuff to choose from, but you can see just these two timbers here that's from him. They are so different, but still so the same at the same time. I don't know how else to say it. For me, it only made sense to have dirt in here because this the ashes would go in here that much that nothing would be able to grow in here. And then we put down the bedding, and we go out here for a bit and do the rest of the terrain. Here they need some shorter grass, a bit of sand, a bit of soil. And then we start with the plant, and I know you can't see it because I use a wide screen, computer screen, so you can see all of my screen, but I have picked one of the asses while I'm doing all of the green stuff here, so I can keep watching what they want. And here I just wanted to do something with this space I have up here, so we just gonna add some flowers up here. And I think now would be a good time to do it because the asses will see this as a part of their habitat, not the part out here, but the part that's above their habitat. So always when you do a building over a habitat, remember the greens you put in there will affect the plant amount. So here we start with the fun stuff, and we put down a screen here. And I don't have a picture for this at the Somali Wild Ass. So I try here, you will see it's upside down the screen. But the pictures I end up using here, yeah, here you will see a cut because my game crashed. But you can see the pictures I use here. It's actually from a mod pack, which is the Billboard pack by Leafscott. It will be linked below. But remember that this isn't actually a mod, so you don't need to add it as a mod to your game. But I think he added a readme file, so you can see how to add it to your zoo. And really, this pack has so much fun stuff in it that you can use. And it's made as you don't have to add all of the pictures he have to your Planet Zoo. But you can just pick in a folder what you want to use, and then it's the only thing that shows up in your game. So I think that's fine and fun. I mean, and some of the things he made in that pack, well, we kind of done by now, but we're just gonna add these donation boxes. I like to change the color so they match the habitat. So here they would be really sandy-ish in the color. And here these tables are also from the Africa Safari prop pack from NicholasLionRider. I don't even need to check it at this point. I know it's from him. And really, this table would be amazing as a restaurant table if we could get that, Nicholas. Please, a small wish from me here, if you ever see this, which I don't think you're gonna do. But if you do, please, please, please. Yeah, and then I thought we are really in a really hot climate, so I wanted to just add these. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see here, we have happy asses. Really, it's a good thing I'm not established on YouTube, because if I was, I'm pretty sure I would be demonetized for the amount of times I said ass in this video. As you can see, some of our asses was already injured when we got them. And I kind of like to imagine that some of them have been working. Like maybe a tourist place, like carrying these tourists up and down some mountains and carrying their luggage and taking pictures with stupid tourists. And here they just come to get a better life, and yeah, they're gonna be here. I think some of them are already too old to get babies, but as you can see there, we have babies. Just want to show you from up here. Yeah, you can see up from the restaurant, you have the lake, you have the lemurs, you have the asses over here. And of course, you're not gonna stand here. You can see people keep going in front of you. So you wouldn't stand here to watch, but you would go down this way. But let's just pop into the lemurs here to see how good of view you can get of the asses from over here. Yeah, and there they come, one by one. But hey guys, that's all for me today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more from me and this future life project in Africa, then please like, subscribe and turn on the bell of notification so you will be notified every single time I drop a new episode. Yeah, I hope to see you again either in the comments or in the next video. Bye!